Hello and welcome to episode 82 of the DaebakCast. This is a weekly podcast where the three of us come together each week to talk about K-pop and whatever's current in the industry. This week we have an album review, and as always, every month we do our monthly releases, and basically we just talk about our favorite songs of the month that came out. And yeah, that's basically what we got on the plate. So as always, I'm joined by Nate.
Where are you from?
Age-old question.
That's all I remember from that song.
Yeah,
It's just like the weird sound bite.
Join Discord, Facebook,
Discord
follow
is
us on
lit.
Twitter.
Discord
Discord's
is
mucho lit.
Mucho lit, yeah.
From Applebee's Top Shelf.
Yeah, all that jazz. Do that stuff.
Yep. All right. Also, as always, I'm joined by Andrew, who usually has three things.
Number one, everyone in Cube is dating everyone. Not really.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened, but it's hilarious.
So it came out. Who is it? Edon and Hyuna have been dating for 2 years, which caused a lot of controversy. And Triple H had to cancel promotions early, cancel fan signs and everything. Pretty much Triple H is probably dead. Honestly, there's no way. I don't think.
Probably.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're dead on arrival, basically.
Seriously though, the fans that are like unstanding and all that because of it, like just stop.
Yeah, get out, please.
You're
That's so stupid. You don't own their relationships.
You don't own them.
Yeah, you don't own
they
them,
think they own
period.
them, not just their
Uh,
relationships.
And then the crazier story was that Hui, also of Pentagon, was dating Sujin from G Idol, and apparently somebody found pictures of them holding hands and going out and everything, and apparently Cube forced them to break up because G Idol literally just debuted this year, so that's a no-no.
That specific instance, I think, is not quite as bad considering G-Idol just debuted. They can't really have anything in any roadblocks in their way at the moment.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Whereas, say they've been around for 4 or 5 years, that's nothing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of G Idol, number 2, the flash mob was yesterday, but I didn't end up, or I missed it because initially it was gonna be at Times Square, and the NYPD shut it down because way too many people showed up. Yeah, it was a huge mess, and I felt bad for DJ, our friend who works at who helps out at I Love Dance.
One thing, you mentioned they only had a permit for 25 people.
Yeah, something like that. I'm just there's 25 people
Cube.
already there for 25 people is probably the flash mob dancers. That's it. There's no one watching that. Pretty much.
Yeah, but Cube is freaking. They're trying to do this in the most populated city in the entire United States with 8 million people who live there, and they think there's only 25 G Idol fans there.
Yeah, and they announced it way in advance so people could get ready.
Yeah, that's the problem. So what they did is
for it.
DJ and the rest of them, they sort of regrouped, went to a meeting, and then unannounced they went down to Washington Square Park, and they did the flash mob. From what I saw,
Probably
it went
what they
awesome.
should have done to begin with.
Yeah. Washington Square Park's an easier place to go because the thing is that it's so far away from Midtown Manhattan. You're not gonna get the nosy tourists. Everyone was "Ooh, what is this? What is this?" I said K-pop group. Everyone's first question was, "Is it BTS?"
Yeah,
That's the only K-pop group that exists. So yeah, I just want to say huge congrats to everyone at I Love Dance. Huge congrats to G Idol for being able to do this. They're actually putting on a concert or something tonight. I didn't go because it gets out 1 a.m. So, and
gotta work tomorrow.
yeah, number 3, last but not least. I bought my plane ticket to Korea on Friday.
I still haven't.
I still haven't either.
Oh, basically I have to eat ramen for the next 6 months because it's so expensive.
It's all right. All you gotta do is just get fancy Korean ramen, like I recently got. And you'll never want to eat Maruchan ever.
No, I don't. I'm not a Maruchan guy. I'm a Nissin.
Dude, I hate Maruchan.
I'm a Nissin guy. But that's not the whole thing. So I kind of want to challenge myself in a way, in anticipation for this Korea trip. So I just want to put this out like in public so that I sort of pigeonholed myself into actually doing it. Basically, by the time we go to Korea, I want to lose 30 pounds, and when I'm in Korea, I want to do a class at 1 Million Dance Studio. So I'm gonna practice. I don't know, sometime in like the beginning of the next year, I'll go to DJ's class and like he'll teach me how to dance K-pop or whatever. So yeah, I just that's one thing I want to do while I'm there before I die. Basically, just take a class at 1 million, see how good I can get, and yeah, lose 30 pounds because I know I need to lose the weight. I know, Nate, you said you're trying to renew your gym thingy.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can motivate each other because that was definitely one of the.
I was planning on doing that this semester anyways because I don't want to be.
That was one of the big factors of me getting my gym membership was I wanted to lose weight before going back. So yeah.
Buff Buddies, truly Daebak edition.
I don't know if we'll get that far. Well, no. Jacob doesn't like strength training anyway. He's just gonna do cardio.
Yeah, I'll do cardio.
I need to learn. I need to learn that stuff for real.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like doing.
I just think it's boring.
Yeah,
I'd rather run.
I'm gonna get back on like my bicycle. I loved biking before I had responsibilities like this show. But yeah, that's my goal. I want to lose 30 pounds. I think I can do it. It's
nice.
Easy. I've been trying to keep like track of my calories. So
I'm
probably just gonna gain it all
training
back.
just because it's so easy to see your progress. Because you're just like constantly lifting more and more weight.
Maybe I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, just
I can literally lift like nothing. I'm really weak.
You're gonna be just bench pressing the bar at first, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, for real. Just the 45-pound bar. Yep. Like SpongeBob with them freaking stuffed animals on a stick.
All right.
Anyways, we can get right into the review, which is
hashtag no blow no.
Hashtag no blow no. You know who I am.
No blow no. You know
we're getting in. Yeah, I've been saying that the last few weeks. You're like, you already know who it is.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Anyways.
Well, see, last week it was confusing because you said that, but then your name was wrong. Because you said you were me and I was
we had
you.
switched around by accident. Whoops.
If someone new watched last week and you said you already know who I am, they're gonna think you're Nathan.
All right. So to be clear for you, if this is your second week with us, I'm not Nathan. Anyways, the Great Seungri. Let's go.
Yep. Seungri's second full album, third release. Been 5 years. First song is Set Selte Ni.
1, 2, 3.
Selte Ni. 1, 2, 3. Basically. But yeah, this is like just like a pop rock show tunesy song. This probably makes my top 10 songs of the year. Like I love this song.
There's one song off of this album is making my top 10 of the year.
No, this isn't. Oh, I mean singles because like
singles.
When we rank our like top 10 songs or whatever, we only do singles.
Okay.
This is probably my third or fourth favorite song on the album, but it's probably in my top 10 songs of the year.
Same. Because there's a later song.
But yeah, like I love his voice. I think the energy is like amazing. Like with the chanting and like all the like group vocal type stuff going on. Not group vocals as we like normally talk about it, but like the crowd vocals, I guess, is a better way to describe it. The MV is so good. Just like going through a bunch of different like show tune styles, and there's just like giant flash mob dances, which the choreo is really good. Like all the stuff they do with their hands is just like really interesting looking. Also, more music videos need credits with bloopers because it's the best.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I think they did that. I think the last
they do that. They've done it
in Yoonho's Champagne. It was before TVXQ went into the army.
Yeah,
the last thing they came out with.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I love this immediately because I think the thing I really appreciate about just both music videos in this, but this one in particular, is that Seungri has just a clear vision for sort of like what he wants to convey, both musically and visually. Like you know, just watching this music video for one time, like he probably like grew up watching Grease and like all this like sort of like listening to all these like sort of like old like 50s music like Elvis and like I don't know, like all these like old school bands, because the homage just comes out so much, and it's incredible, and the outfits are amazing. Like the period style of like dance is incredible. His hair, his outfits, it's like he's basically dressed up like a greaser. It's amazing. And yeah, I really don't know what else to say. Like this is incredible. Have you guys listened to Seungri's? I didn't listen to his first.
No, I love Seungri's
did.
solo stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to his
I've always
first
thought
one.
he was. Yeah, I always thought he was like super underrated because GD and Taeyang always took the spotlight for soloists. And
he
Big
promotes
Bang.
a lot in Japan, so that's sort of where he gets a lot of the fame from. But
VI.
For as big
A
of
horrible
a big
text editor.
yeah, I mean VI
Shout out if
solo,
you know what that is.
yeah. For as big of a Big Bang fan as I am, I didn't listen to his like previous solo albums, but I was just blown away by like the whole album here, because there's just you know what, now I know why he's the CEO of YGX, because he knows what he's doing basically.
He should be the CEO of YG.
Yeah, he
period.
should.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I think that's
Just
the
kick
plan.
YG out.
That's the plan. Like I feel like they've
Yeah.
honestly been grooming him.
Yeah.
to take over eventually.
So with 1-2-3, actually, what this reminded me of tantrums or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
something
just
they've
like
come out
yeah, just throwback style. I mean, that's a really popular thing where you sort of combine like the modern take on music with like old 50s and 60s retro. Like
exactly.
That's what they got famous off of, basically.
Yeah, well, I actually like a lot of their music, so I was happy
same.
to see this. Like just like the sort of like mixture of like modern pop with the retro like, kind of rock and roll, I guess, sort of feel. Anyways, yeah, this is definitely again, we're starting this meme back up. It's one of my favorite songs on the album, but yeah, like I think I'll say that several times because I liked a lot of the songs in this.
It's hard to pick a favorite. It's so
No,
hard to
yeah.
pick a favorite.
Yeah.
on this.
Like everything you can dance to pretty well, even though it's not necessarily like a dance track always. But it's just something like you jam out to. Like if this was in concert, oh my god, it'd be so good.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah.
It sucks because he's probably
Actually,
gonna go to.
that's
He's probably gonna go to the army. We're not gonna see him we're
Yeah.
not even gonna get a chance to see him in a concert until after.
that's one of my bucket lists before I die. I got to see Big Bang live.
Yeah.
Yep. Next is "Where Are You From" featuring Mino, which is the other title track. So this is a EDM song that's clearly like trying to be Gangnam Style. It's that same style of music. And it's really repetitive, but like these kinds of songs need to be.
Yeah.
So like that's not a bad thing.
This is something that like you can listen to in the car with your family, but at the same time it'll bump it in the club.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this song's
Yep.
lit.
Mino's part was pretty good. But then the MV is just a giant meme. It's very, very clearly like, I hope we can make this blow up like Gangnam Style. It's like parodying the Trump North
Summit.
Korea meetings,
Summit, yeah.
like Summit. And who said it? Was it someone in the Discord or Facebook chat or someone on Twitter that said that Mino looked like a discount Y or GD?
Oh my god, yeah.
Who was that?
It's
I don't
because of
remember
his
who said
get up
that.
in the
Yeah, because he's
MV.
yeah, exactly. Like the way
Like,
he's
it's-
dressed is
Don't do him like that. Damn.
It's like straight up coup d'etat or a GD.
yeah,
yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Like it's so hard to imagine people dressing like that nowadays because K-pop's so
Yeah.
much more popular. But yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, again, you can definitely tell he learned a lot from Psy. He learned a lot. Like that's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
that's probably the lasting legacy I feel like Psy is gonna have on his tenure in YG. He probably helped out. He's gonna help out a lot of these artists that are still there, and I hope they still get to collaborate together. I mean, hell, I hope if they kick YG out, Psy can come back, or I don't know, Psy makes the next like big because he's making his own entertainment company basically. So
Yeah. Well,
But-
honestly, I like different artists like taking on that sort of like serious music, yet it's still like comedic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I wish we'd get more like just fun, like let loose sort of MVs like this.
I feel like Psy is kind of like he's kind of the pioneer in that sense, where he's sort of helped popularize it. So I'd hope more people do like this style. But yeah, Jeff Benjamin wrote a very good article on Billboard about like his, I guess, sort of like the interpretation of like what this means. Is basically like his sort of take on it is that it's basically saying that like K-pop is such an important like aspect of South Korea that basically they're going to the summit and he's not even representing like Korea. He's representing YGs because like that's the impact that K-pop and like YG has, is that they can go to like that they're that well renowned.
I mean, yeah, like it definitely makes sense because like, you know, it's K-pop has its impact nowadays, like not just on Korea but on the entire world, and it's huge. Even like it's not even funny, like it's just enormous. And you know, I'm glad that a lot of people are starting to take it more seriously, but at the same time, like a lot of people here still think it's a gimmick, and they're gonna keep doing that for years until they're gonna be like, why is this not going away?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Next we have Love Is You featuring Blue D. First we had Long D, now we have Blue D.
So did anyone research who? Does anyone know who Blue D is? Honestly,
no,
I don't
she's
know.
probably just a trainee. But so this is like funky R&B. It's like pretty much it's standard like type of song you'd expect from like Big Bang's softer R&B side. But yeah, the feature is like really good. Her voice is like really awesome.
Honestly, I wonder if she was
me a lot.
I wonder if she was again one of those unknown members of Pink Punk that just didn't make it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like,
because we keep finding them all over the place. Like Miyeon from G-Idol is going to be in the group. We had another one. Oh yeah. Like Jinny and Soyoung from Produce 48. Like they're probably possible members as well.
You know, they definitely were. I've heard the name Jinny Park like for years. So again, they were definitely part of it. So yeah, it's interesting. I think that's the one thing I like when YG artists do that, because that sort of stretches back to when G-Dragon put Jenny on both in the music video, and I believe she featured on a song.
Korean version.
Yeah. So it's a good, like what we were talking about last week with sort of helping them like gain exposure and practice, and like that's a good idea. Just like actually like walking them through how to record and everything, just like for whenever they debut.
Yeah, I feel like I almost like I really like this girl's voice. Like I almost feel like she's getting wasted away at YG if they're not planning a new girl group soon. I know there's a rumor about it, but like I doubt it's true.
I'm kind of worried, but now I want to, because I mean, if this person is gonna be on there, that'd be such a waste.
Yeah, like I remember again there was like a rumor or whatever. I feel like not long ago about YG's preparing another already, and we were like, no, what the heck? But at the same time, it could just be the rest of the members of Pink Punk that are still there.
Yeah, like what if they're actually good?
Yeah, so it could be that YG is like, oh, I'll just split it into two groups because these members spit specific concepts better.
Yeah,
or something,
definitely.
you know.
Then YG can have two girl groups in the dungeon that
that don't make music.
Please don't give him any ideas.
So I don't know. We'll see. I hope I hear more from Blue D though. And also, Seungri's vocals awesome in this song.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like they're not super like grand or anything, but they're just nice and you know.
I'd say that for all of the songs in here. He has great vocal performance just in general.
Yeah. I feel like again, like you're in Big Bang, you gotta be amazing.
Yeah, basically. There's no weak chain in Big Bang, basically.
Yeah.
Next we have Mulatto featuring BI. So this is like just a fun, upbeat, Latin-inspired pop song. And the synth line is so good. Just that like super simple, like fun synth line. It's just amazing. BI's rap was great. Like I don't know, I did not expect anything like this, and it's easily the catchiest song on the album. And I marked it as my co-favorite because it was my favorite and then the next song right after it was like, okay, this is also my favorite. So
No, this is still
decide.
Pulling
my
me,
favorite.
just being like,
Yeah.
this is my favorite
this-
too.
Favorite song on the album.
yeah, exactly.
This took it by a country mile, and just huge props to Bi. Wow, what a good producer he's becoming right now, because he's involved in a lot of like this, like the behind the scenes
Icon.
stuff, the Icon as well. Like if you look at a lot of their albums, it's like Bi is on almost every credit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like for
Well,
real. Like
I mean, he's always gonna get lyric credits because he's a rapper. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but no,
but-
just like the production as well.
Like
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
like Bi has always been that way. Like the reason I know about him like from before like Icon or like beginning of Icon is because him and Bobby were both on Show Me the Money and they were both fantastic.
Oh, okay.
Like
That's
a
how
lot
he
a lot
learned,
of people said like Bi's rap style is very like unique. So a lot of people would say
Yeah.
he couldn't rap, and then a lot of people would be like, "What are you talking about? He's awesome." So it's like
Mm.
you know, and YG always, was pushing him because they knew what he was capable of. Same with Epic High, like they put him on Born Hater because like
yeah,
him and Bobby were really
yeah, their
like
verses are
up and coming
standout.
kids at the moment, So
Definitely,
yeah.
and he almost steals the song in this with his like it's like a tiny verse, but he almost steals it basically. Just I'm
Yeah.
super impressed with like how good the production is, and also again I love the Latin infused flavor that it has. It
Yep.
really reminds me of. Because Cardi B recently did a song called "I Like It," which samples the really old, like, the song "I Like It Like That." Like it's basically almost like the same progression and everything. So yeah, it's cool to see like Seungri's like he's taking like and choosing like different influences from like different areas. There's not, I'd say no two songs on this album sound the same whatsoever.
Yeah. Like there's definitely a ton of really good like just versatility from him.
Yeah.
And I think it really shows like how much he's like matured as an artist. Like even
Yeah.
since his last album that he came out with, which was really good. Like I think this is like the pinnacle of what he's come out
Yeah.
with so far.
Yeah, this
Like,
is
I
his
think
Stay Resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably he probably wanted to go out with a bang before he has to go enlist.
With a big bang, yes.
With a big bang, yes.
Like this album, like it's the musical style is nothing like it. At the same time, like it reminds me a lot of G Dragon's Coup d'etat album. Like it keeps like I don't know how to put it either because most of Coup d'etat was like like hip hop and stuff like that with like heavy like trap beats and whatnot. And this was more like
Yeah.
it's like more on the
EDM.
Latin and pop and rock and like with EDM and stuff like that mixed in.
Yeah.
Like it's a totally different style, but like I don't know. Maybe it's just the YG sound, I guess.
Or,
they
no,
say.
I think it's
But-
just it might just be specifically Big Bang because Big Bang just has a
Yeah,
certain
yeah,
level
Big
of
Bang, of
energy
course.
that they bring to all of their performances. So I think it just permeates between
Yeah.
all of the members. Because I mean, even though Taeyang does a lot of just like ballads or whatever, there's just like a lot of power and like a lot of emotion
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
puts into it. So yeah, like the amount of investment that they have just easily comes through all their work.
I think that's one thing that I really appreciate about this is because like recently I put together a like best of Big Bang playlist on my Apple Music, and like I put a bunch of like I put like everything I liked from their solo music as well, and like nothing feels out of place from any of the different like solo music and stuff. So I like that about Big Bang is that like they come together, they stand alone really well, but at the same time it's still nice and like
Yeah. It still meshes.
That's what
homogenous
separates
and
them.
cohesive.
That's what separates them from every other group. It's just very
Exactly.
few people are able to like make that transition from solo to group over and over again,
Yeah.
and they somehow they keep doing it.
Definitely, that's what makes Big Bang one of the like untouchable groups.
Yeah. Next we have Delcom Han Gojimal or Sweet Lie featuring Danik. And this is Deep House. And so
That
obviously
drop.
it's my other co-favorite.
That drop.
Yeah, it drops so good, and like Seungri's voice just fits this style so well of like doing house music, which we kind of got a little bit with that like Alan Walker collaboration that came out last month or a couple
Yeah.
months ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
That he featured on,
Yeah, he's
which was
definitely
a house song.
yeah, he's definitely starting to dip his toe into that field.
Yeah. But yeah, this song's up there with Mulatto for me. I love it, and obviously I love house music. So
Yeah, again, his vocal performance on this is incredible. Just like the like very rarely, like, with EDM songs, it's easy to get like a good drop in terms of the beat, but it's very hard for people like the vocals to help build up the anticipation for that, and he does an amazing job of that. Again, like we can't stress enough of how good of a vocal performance he had.
Yeah, I think this actually ended up being probably my favorite overall, like legitimately. Like Andrew was saying, like his vocals helped it build up to the drop, and the drop, like it doesn't go like terribly far, but it's not like, again, I'm gonna call it Steve Aoki again. It's not disappointing.
Yeah, he doesn't leave you hanging.
You know, it's nice, it's satisfying, and like his vocals are, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, I don't know, they're just really, really nice and satisfying. Like they're like, again, they don't go super powering or anything, but they're just so nice and clean. And I definitely appreciate that throughout the album. So yeah.
Yep. Next is Befriend. So this is like a uplifting like pop rock anthem song. It really reminded me of Crooked by GD.
Yeah. I said the same thing in my notes as well.
Yep. And it has a really awesome bass line.
Yeah, this is the most Big Bang song on the album. I think that's the nice thing, is that they're all able to have their own solo careers without feeling the need to like latch on to the style of music that Big Bang does as a crutch. But yeah, I'd say like he still brings his own twist to this song. But yeah, this is definitely the most fun. This is like a really good concert song type of deal. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Nate said earlier, I thought this sounded a lot like Crooked by GD, which is actually my favorite G-Dragon song. Like, I don't know, it's just nice and it's happy, except with GD's song, like it's actually a really sad song. It sounds happy. But I didn't check out the lyrics on this one. But yeah, this was super fun. It's nice. It's like, again, I'll use this analogy a lot throughout or I don't know if that's the right word, but throughout the episode, I'll be like, this is a great song to drive with. Like, again, like, you know, my commute from work, it's like an hour long, hour up, hour back. So I gotta like drive with the windows down because my AC doesn't work. So like, again, this is,
oh, that's hell.
This, dude, all right, this is a tangent, but dude, the AC, when I turn it on, it goes, because it's broken.
The belt, or is it just like completely done?
I don't know. My car just starts screaming when I turn on the AC. So I can't use it. I can't use it at all. Anyways, this song is perfect for that, because you know, just turn the radio all the way up, just like
just crank that
down.
shit up.
It's just good. All right, just enjoy myself.
Next is Hotline, which is another EDM track. Very similar to Where Are You From? It's like straight, just like repetitive EDM. I think this is probably the weakest song on the album for me. Nothing like really stood out. It was good. I don't think any of the songs on this album are anywhere close to bad, but this one was definitely the most like just standard.
I actually enjoyed it a lot because it reminds me a lot of like what Psy. Again, this is a very reminiscent song to like what Psy does. So I think I appreciate the sort of style he brings to it.
Yeah, I think I definitely agree with Nate that it stood out the least. But that being said, I love every album. So
yeah, same.
Either way, it's like, it's not a negative. It's just like the other ones were just better. Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's victim to.
It's the Daya of this album.
It sounds like Gentleman.
I don't know.
Like it's very similar to the beat's very similar to Gentleman. If you go listen to the two.
Oh, the beat. Okay, yeah, because like the pre-chorus and stuff like that sounds.
Yeah, the pre-chorus is completely different because like I'd say he brings a different style of singing to it than what Psy would do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was really confused at first. I was like, wait a second, is this it?
Yeah. But yeah, overall, it was a good song. So.
Yep. Next is Honja Inun Bap, or Alone. So this is an EDM ballad. Is what I called it, because it really is.
Too bad it wasn't Tropical House.
It's a ballad with a lot of like electronic elements to it, I guess.
I mean, Big Bang has done it before. Like Baby,
yeah, exactly.
Made was like that.
Yeah. But his voice throughout the song is another one that like really stood out to me. I really like the softer drop, which is like kind of what makes it feel like a EDM ballad, as I described it. The drop is really soft and fits the song well, but it still has a drop. This is actually my third favorite song. I really liked this song a lot.
Same. I liked it a lot. Again, just taking different influences like this. It's very drop is very reminiscent of like a Chainsmokers-esque.
Yeah.
Like, what was the song? God, I keep forgetting the song that they did with Coldplay.
Frick. I know what it's
Just
called.
like this or whatever. I don't know. Something like that. I know the song. I hear it on the radio all the time. It has a very similar drop to that. So that's what it reminded me of. Oh.
I can't type. I was gonna look it up, but I have a Model M keyboard. I'm not gonna annoy you with it.
I got it. I'm done with my speech.
Something just like this.
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I thought this song turned out good, especially like the hook that I don't want.
Yeah.
Like it's very, I don't know, it's just catchy. Like that's the part that'll get stuck in your head, kind of thing. So
Yeah. And finally, we have "Good Luck to You," and this song has an amazing guitar riff and an amazing drop. And
this actually is my co-favorite song.
Yeah, this one is really, really good.
Again, he's ending on really two solid like EDM songs where again more this is the former was like more Chainsmokers chill-esque. This is I guess more Big Bang-esque, very hype. Like you definitely feel like the DNA within the instrumentals of this track. Just again the build up, again, just perfect ending track.
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. Again, like I think it's just my lack of knowledge, I guess. But like, there's just something about it. Like I just listened to it, I'm like, wow, I really love this. Like the drop was nice. Like it's weird because it's not something that's like too like I've never heard this before, but it just works really well. I guess it's just like I don't know, Seungri's like experience and expertise, I guess, that puts it all together so well.
Yep.
Kind of an X factor, I guess. I'll say. I'll leave you on that. Anyways, I guess we can get on the ratings.
I mean,
So
do we all have the same score? Like, do we need
probably.
to?
Maybe.
I mean, you know what I gave it. So
you
if you
know
guys
what I'm
gave
gonna
it the
give
same
it.
thing, then I gave it a 10 out of 10 for.
I gave it a 10 out of 10 too. I mean, yeah, like
So.
it's no secret basically. Like
10 out of 10.
Again, like Seungri is a master of his craft at this point in his career, and I'm like, if this is what we can expect from, like, if he has any influence on like the future of YG, I am so optimistic of where like that company would be going, because just the marrying of visual like storytelling with the music, just very few people can get it right, but somehow he gets it right. So again, if this is the last like solo album that we'll hear from him before enlistment, man, that's one hell of a way to go. That's one hell of a way to go, honestly.
Yeah, I think this is easily top contender for male solo artist of the year.
It's an album of the year contender.
It's album of the year like contender for sure.
Definitely.
So like
I think like definitely will like what you're saying about like if Seungri does take over YG, I feel like I don't know. I guess definitely hopeful for it, because I really don't know why YG artists don't
make
put out
good
music
decisions.
Like I don't get it at all. Like
nobody does.
Like I don't have a business degree or anything like that, but like I feel like it's common sense. You want to make money, you got to put out products. But like, you know,
especially when they're this good,
product and it's this good, like people are gonna still buy it. You don't need to build up hype. Like people are already hyped.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't see an excuse. Like Seungri, I think I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't go down that road, I guess. I feel like it's just an exclusive YG thing, I guess.
Yeah.
And what he's doing. So yeah, I feel like definitely like I'm willing to wait if it's this good, you know. It's a solo album that you're putting a lot of work and like heart into, but like, you know, like with the case of like Blackpink, for example, like the members weren't really that involved with it, and it's just YG just holding them like hostage,
Yeah.
basically. You know, same with like, I don't know, same with like CL, like her albums, like it feels like it's never coming out.
I feel
No,
like
it won't.
I feel like he values the, like, if you look at a lot of the credits,
Art,
he,
you know.
yeah, he's involved in a lot of like the music making process behind his own albums. So I feel like he values like the self-taught, like working sort of thing. I mean, look at everyone that he, Mino, Vi, he's in, like, the people that he features on here are people who are sort of self-made artists as well. So I feel like that he'd sort of define that sort of mantra, and I'm just. I hope he gets a chance to like run the show one day, please, for the love of God, let him run Blackpink, please.
Well, I mean, I definitely agree, because like if that's one thing that I do love about the fact that they've always had the, valued the sort of having the artists involved in the production. Like they were the first ones to do it, pretty much. They on a big scale. So with Big Bang, right? So yeah, I'm hopeful, and also this album was fantastic. So yeah.
Yep.
All right, yeah. First of all, Cooper, shut up. Just calling out a friend live on YouTube.
You're banned.
You're getting called out, bro. All right. Anyways, I think most of the negativity is just coming from the fact that Card has been kind of soaring high the entire time, and
they're bound to fall.